it's not a bad idea to save money where you can. Recently, we just put a little misting system on our AC unit, and it brought it from working overtime and not being able to keep up with cooling the house to now it's cooling the house no problem. And it's supposed to save 25% of your resources. So 25% of your bill, make it 25% more efficient, what have you. It humidifies the air around it, and as that evaporates, it takes more heat away. Anyway, the point is I'm totally not against saving dollars there. And also another funny thing is, well, that's not funny, but we babysat for some kids, a couple of girls, and we were getting stuff to the car, and they just left the door open, and all this cool air is coming out. And I said, hey, you feel that cool air coming out? That's money leaving my house. We try to keep it inside, you know. It was funny. I should have got it on camera. That would have been great. So anyway, all that to say this. You know, there's a certain amount of operation where you want to stay efficient, but not get to the point where you're focusing on pennies, okay? You don't want to focus too small, because let's say your budget is $3,000 a month. You know, maybe you can cut in a couple of $100 in there, but you're going to start, the law of diminishing returns is going to start kicking in really fast, right? Because there's only so much to zero you can get to, right? Cost of living is the cost of living, and you're going to have to sacrifice exponentially to get down there. So why not instead focusing on making a few $100s more, or a lot more, with your time, efficiency, different creative moves and stuff like that? It's going to be easier for you to add to your income than it is for you to cut, because you have a limit. You have an absolute floor by which you can't cut anymore. You have to eat. You have to have a place to live. You probably have to have a vehicle. So you're going to have a lot of resistance down here, but the resistance up is not as much as you think it is. You make your moves, you add to your life, get a side hustle, a commission-based thing you could work on the side. So that is a philosophy that I've learned recently. It's called the abundance mindset, and I can't credit any one individual because I've heard it in multiple places, but I can say that Grant Cardone started it. Now, Grant Cardone is nuts. He's insane, okay? I don't want to be Grant Cardone, okay? He is a work maniac, and, you know, he's got an opulent lifestyle, something I never even want to aspire to, okay? I think it would be in poor favor for what I want to do with my life, you know, poor taste. But I do want to live well, especially, you know, with Biblecast and stuff like that. You know, people get jealous really easy. I don't really want to go to the Grant Cardone level, and I don't want to work that hard. You know, the guy is a maniac. All right, anyway, but he's not the only one talking about the abundance mindset. There's others as well, podcasts I listen to, and they say you want to break away from the scarcity mindset. You know, stop thinking that you don't want, you know, stop worrying so much about every dollar you spend. Make enough money to where you don't have to do that. And it's really nice. You know, the other day I made a video and I said, I don't even know how much this coffee costs. It might have been $2.50, it might have been $3.50, it could have been $4. It didn't matter to me because I don't have the scarcity mindset. You know, a coffee is not going to break the bank, because I work enough hours and I make enough money to where I don't have to worry about those things. Now, granted, I don't have kids. That could change a lot, but there are a lot of heavy subsidies. So, I mean, you know, you're going to get thousands of dollars that I don't get, and you're also going to spend thousands of dollars more. So, but there is a subsidized system there, and I'm not going to play that down because I don't have kids and I don't know how expensive they are, okay? I was one, but I wasn't involved in the bill paying process when I was growing up. So I'll grant you that, all right? But this can still help you work on raising your income. Now, there are some things that I can do that I can make more money at, but I'm not willing to make the sacrifice. Okay, I'm not willing to go over the road and leave my wife for 5 weeks at a time. I can make a significant amount of more money doing that by training some guys and making maybe $120,000 a year. I'm not willing to make that sacrifice. I could do sand and stay in Texas and only be away for 2 or 3 weeks and possibly make, $3,000 a week doing that. I'm not willing to be away from my wife even 2 or 3 weeks at a time. It's just not worth it. Other people, they can do that if they want to, and I'm not going to judge them. That's their decision to make. I'm just not going to make those sacrifices. But what I'm doing with my life is I'm maximizing the amount of hours I can work within reason to meet my financial goals. And I'm also setting myself up to allow my wife to make the most that she wants to make comfortably without making too much of a sacrifice. So there's a balance there. So what I'm saying is focus on an abundancy mindset. Believe that there's plenty of resources on this planet for you to live comfortably. And there is. You're most likely living in, one of the richest nations in the world. Per capita, it's probably not number one, but it's way up there. And you should not have the scarcity mindset of, worrying about dollar to dollar. That's a bad way to live. And it's really a waste of life, in my opinion. So. And subscribing to my YouTube channel. And share it if it's good. Share it. Don't forget that. If it's not, just view it and forget about it. And move on. Because we don't want to share bad stuff. And I appreciate it. My life needs to have meaning. And you're going to help. Thanks a lot. Give me a thumbs up too.